where Minot won the first battle with Epic Macedon and he countered with the Getae. In this battle, I am going to go for Tylis. He picked Lusitani and I countered with Tylis because I figured I could just rush the hell out of his Lusitani army and skirmish it to death with my raiding horse. So let's go over Minot's build first. He is up 1-0, so in order to continue to stay in the tournament I need to win this battle. He has 2 Scutari spearmen on each flank, then 2 Iberian swords on each flank, good dual purpose units. They can both skirmish and fight in melee. Then he has 6 veteran shield warriors, fairly standard stuff. He only has 1 Lusitani noble, which is very good for me, and he has 3 of these Iberian skirmishers, and he has 5 Scutari cavalry, which is quite interesting. Now in the beginning he says something like, holy shit, 6 Oathsworn, and to be fair I only have 5 but still a lot of Oathsworn. And I have 6 Celtic warriors, 2 Levy freemen, 5 Oathsworn, and then I have 5 raiding horse. The point of the raiding horse is to draw away enemy cavalry, do some damage to it, and more importantly to go for rear charges and shoot at these units like Lusitani nobles and the shield warriors. That's going to be pretty important. The job of the Celtic warriors is to rush in first and die, eat Pila or eat Soliferum fire, stop cavalry from charging and tying up my Oathsworn, and that's the job of these Levy freemen as well. Just be a bit annoying, and you can already see doing a lot of damage to these Scutari cavalry. That's going to make them less effective when they get into battle. So a bit worrying this Scutari cavalry, not because it can do a huge amount of damage, but because if he charges his Scutari cavalry into my Oathsworn and then follows up with these veteran shield warriors, it's going to be very dangerous for me. In these barbarian battles, it's going to be extremely important to get the charge basically. So I'm going to be a bit preemptive here and charge his guys. I won't be able to throw javelins, which was kind of the point of this charge, so very annoying there. I'm sending in the second unit to try to throw some more javelins, and there come the javelins. The Celtic warriors took a lot of damage on the charge here, but it's also going to move them closer to these Iberian skirmishers, and it's going to kind of protect my Oathsworn because you can't really move closer with these Iberian skirmishers now. So keeping the Oathsworn alive, very important. Just pushing away his cavalry with my Levy freemen here, chasing them a bit. They won't be able to catch up, but it's annoying. So here I'm going to charge in against these veteran shields. These guys aren't going to get a good charge. These guys are not going to get a good charge. So these guys are basically failing all over the place. Managed to kill quite a lot of the Scutari cavalry, and when the Scutari cavalry is dead I'm going for the Lusitani nobles. But not having the best attack orders actually enabled me to get into his Iberian skirmishers and to tie down his general, so it wasn't completely useless. But these guys are going to die quickly to the veteran shield warriors, but as you can see I did manage to kill some veteran shield warriors here. His Scutari cavalry is going down, and when I've dealt with the Scutari cavalry I can start supporting these fights. So the Oathsworn, I'm just going to reorient my Oathsworn lines a bit here, and the Celtic warriors are buying me valuable time. You can see they're actually killing some veteran shield warriors here. Not a whole lot, but they are getting some kills, and more importantly they are robbing these guys of their charge bonuses. So here I'm going to try to attack this unit, but this unit makes it in before, so not really getting the best charge there. Here I managed to get a good charge, and veteran shields are going to go down very quickly to these Oathsworn, very quickly indeed. Going to use Raise Banner and Inspire to increase the melee defense of my units for a little while, might be important. And now I need to bring in my skirmishers here to take care of his Lusitani nobles. And he's doing the same here, just rear charging, but these units are they are pretty depleted and they're not the best units for rear charging. Veteran shield warriors going down to a combination of Oathsworn and Celtic warriors. The Scutari cavalry is also going to start dying fairly quickly, so I'm not too worried about that. And most of his infantry is tied up, save for these Scutari spearmen. And he's moving around here with his veteran shields, using his Iberian swords to throw javelins, but luckily I have this unit of Levy freemen that's going to charge them and try to do some damage. Now here I'm going to be able to support this fight with my javelins, and that's going to be pretty important. Shooting at these guys that have almost zero armor is going to kill them very quickly. I need to pull out though because of these Scutari cavalry that are coming in. But having these guys in the back lines of my enemy is going to be very, very useful. I can also use them to charge these Iberian skirmishers, which I'm going to do momentarily. Now, Oathsworn are more than a match for these veteran shield warriors. They are killing them very quickly, in fact. His general is starting to drop as well. Now I just need to bring these guys back and start supporting the fights a bit better, because the battle is still fairly even. He has these Scutari units left alive that can still do a lot of damage by rear charging me, Scutari cavalry, but I have more cavalry left alive and I have more ammunition left alive, and I can start going for just running back in and rear charging, throwing javelins. And these Lusitani nobles are going to die pretty quickly actually to javelin fire and to charging raiding horse. Now he's charging in his skirmishers, so kind of a pretty desperate move there. But they did get a nice amount of kills against my Celtic warriors. But my Oathsworn are grinding it out against his veteran shield warriors and Scutari cavalry, and they're just racking up too many kills for him to be able to deal with. His general is going down in the center here. My general is not doing too well either, so I'm going to have to support this fight by sending in some rear charges to help my general out there. A unit of raiding horse wavering, I could have pulled it out, but I want to tank some damage from my general here. I don't want him to take all the damage alone. Scutari spearmen, kind of a weird formation here, so I thought they were just over here, but they were spread out. So, and again, you can argue that that was a pull through, but the unit didn't really have attack orders on my unit, so I'm just giving a single move order. Same case with what Minot did in the previous battle against me. So not really enough to warrant a rematch or anything. Battles like these are extremely messy, so things like that happens. And here I'm firing at the Scutari spearmen from the front. I should have fired at his general. Not the best micro there. It looks like I might lose my general, not getting a huge amount of kills, but they are up against his Lusitani nobles, and his Lusitani nobles are getting a huge amount of kills. But over here, his entire flank is gone. I'm able to send guys back in to support the fight there, going for rear charges against his Scutari cavalry, and now I'm pretty certain that my Celts can finish the job. Although I'm going to lose my general, there aren't really enough units left on the field to make that a factor for Minot. So the Lusitani nobles are going down. I'm charging in with my raiding horse. Now it's just a matter of finishing up this blob, so I'm not really too worried about losing raiding horse here, because I'm going to be able to send in Oathsworn from all sides, and while his Lusitani noble is making a heroic last stand here, he's just getting surrounded by troops on all sides. He's getting a huge amount of kills though, but many of those kills were Celtic warriors, some were Oathsworn. When his general goes down and his army is losing, it should be a pretty short time before the rest of his guys start wavering and thinking that they've had enough. So this is it looks like it's going to be 1-1 between me and Minot, and then we're going to a tiebreaker where the faction is Pontus, so Pontus versus Pontus. And here you can see sort of the difference between our two armies. He went for massive infantry of mid-tier quality, but they weren't really able to deal with all of these Oathsworn, and these Celtic warriors as well. They were able to do fairly effectively. So I quite like this Tylis army against the Lusitani, because the Oathsworn are going to get monster kills, while the Celtic warriors are going to rob them of charge bonuses, and the raiding horse can take care of any Balearic slingers, Iberian swords and such. So yeah, next battle we'll see Pontus versus Pontus. It's 1 versus 1 between me and Minot. Blade Master's asking me if I have anything against Heir of Carthage, which I don't. Well, there's one thing I don't like about Heir of Carthage. He's a damn nice guy. He's too nice to all the guys he's playing, and I kind of it's just a bit it's a bit annoying when people are that nice. But to be fair, it's not very serious. It's you can't. The thing that's the most annoying about Heir of Carthage is that you can't say a single bad thing about him, from the way he conducts his channel and the way he makes his videos and so on. He's just an honest, stand-up, nice guy, which of course on the internet is going to get you some hate. So I quite like Heir of Carthage actually, and one of the reasons why I wanted to start a YouTube channel was because of Heir of Carthage's videos, with his Shogun 2 videos, and at that point I didn't even play Shogun 2 videos, so that's how good they are. Not even playing Shogun 2 made me want to start playing Rogue 2 multiplayer because I watched his videos and it looked like a lot of fun. So yeah. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the battlefield.